The A6 Jpaw 16 is a replica of the 15th version. No serious change here. The major thing I notice is probably minimal increase in stack and a lot more padding on the upper. Most of the other things are just about the same thing with the Jpaw 15. Today, I'll be giving you the facts, the figures, everything you need to know about this shoe so that you will decide for yourself whether this is for you or not. So we kick off this review with the price. This shoe cost me 378 Saudi Riyal. That's approximately $100. Now the next thing is the fit. Well, they fit true to size. This is my usual size, US size 11 or EU 45, and they fit me perfectly. Excellent shoe length, very good room in the toe box. There's a little more room in the toe box in the 16th version than in the version 15. So get your usual size and you are good to go. Looking at the upper, this is still the usual A6 Jacquard mesh. Nicely padded, soft, thick, laps nicely around the feet. It's got a lot of padding. It is also quite breathable. That's another plus for this one. You see that it's got a nice, soft padded tongue. It's not gusseted, but it's got lace loops that helps to keep the tongue in place. It's nice and soft, very comfortable under the laces. Moving backward, you also notice decent padding around the collar and the heel counter to complement the thick tongue, so you get a very nice ankle support and comfort. And of course, it's got a functional heel tab. The position is nice. The heel tab with the tongue tab helps you to slip in these shoes very easily. A thick TPU heel support here to improve the stability. Lockdown is solid both in the midfoot and the heel. No chance of a heel slip. Now moving on to the sole of these shoes. The insole is removable. It is light. It is soft. Gives a very nice underfoot feel. The midsole material is the same as the Jpaw 15. Still the Asics Flight Foam, their entry-level premium midsole. Compared with the Nova Blast, this runs firm. But it is very light, very responsive, and still quite comfortable. The stack is not on their website, but comparing with other shoes, I feel this should be in the range of 34-35 millimeters. And it's got an 8 millimeter heel-to-toe drop, same thing with the version 15. Just in the mid-range there, both for heels and forefoot strikers. Now, the weight is 270 grams in my size US 11. That is super lightweight, but it's still a modest 8 grams heavier than version 15. Version 15 weighed 262 grams in the same size. I think it's probably the increased padding. The cushion is moderate, nice and comfortable medium level cushioning. In terms of response, it's a little on the firm side, it's very light and it's very responsive. So it was very, very easy to pick up the pace. The lightweight, the cushion, the response makes the shoe kind of versatile. The shoe is very stable, quite responsive. Coupled with their lightweight, they give a very nice ride. The outsole is the Asics High Abrasion Rubber Plus. Nice coverage in the forefoot and in the heel with some bare area here in the middle. Nice thickness to it, and it's got a very aggressive design for multi-terrain traction. On the run, this felt very light, nice cushion, and very responsive. So overall, it was a fun shoe to run in. I keep saying it's one of the best shoes that you can get at this price because of its nice combination of very lightweight, a nice cushion, and a very good response. And the shoe is also quite durable. The only negative is that some people may not appreciate the firmness because of what we are used to these days. When we have shoes like the Nova Blast 5, the Invincible 3s, and all those super soft and squishy shoes, so many people are used to all that softness. If you are used to all that softness, you may not appreciate the Jpaw 16. But if you still, once in a while, you run out in a shoe that is comfortable but not that soft, then you are going to love this one. But if you have the Jpaw 15, I don't think that there's any need for you to get this because there's nothing significantly different that you are going to get from this that you wouldn't get from the Jpaw 15. You had better invest the money into some other different running shoe that is going to give you a different running experience. If there's any more question you have about them, don't hesitate to hit me up in the comments and I'll be ready to pick up this shoe and answer any questions on them. If you have not yet subscribed, once again, I urge you, hit the subscribe button straight away. We will appreciate that. Thanks for watching, by the way, and see you in the next one.